Good evening, everybody. Welcome back to Kinlaig. Yes, we're here. We're back in live. Thank you, Kobe Weber. Thank you for coming in, even though you're going to be dipping out pretty soon. And thank you, Grizzly Bear, for being here. Glad to have you all here today. Yeah, just making sure I got all the little thingies up and going. Should be pretty good. Cool. Well, back in the game. Standing amongst our gigantic woodpile. I noticed earlier as I was just kind of running around checking things out, we're out of wood chips. So let's just go grab our New Holland and get that loaded up. I was gonna say, is my front weight up or down? How's everybody doing tonight? Oh, wow, I really missed that. Holy buckets. Yeah, the one thing I forgot to check on the last episode was our wood chip situation. Mr. Potato, welcome in! Have to work all weekend. That's a rotten thing to have. Oh wait, I have to work all weekend too, so. Glad to have a job. That's how I feel, you know. In this day and age, if you have a steady income, you know, a good paycheck, then you gotta be thankful for that. There we go. Now we're close enough. Oh, darn, it actually shut off for once. Alright, so that's what I wanted it to do. Just do the slow trickle-down economic effect there. Yep. We get 14,000 liters of wood. We'll be good on that for another month or so. Excuse me all. Sorry about that. Where were we from the last episode? Yeah, we got our brand new Mercedes-Benz AsRock, however you want to pronounce it. Hooked up to our trailer, but that's not what we were doing. I think we had some grass field that we were tending at the moment. So let's go. Ooh, let's pet a deer. Can we catch it? Get over here. Get over here. Can't even jump over a wall. Oh my gosh, that's bad. So bad. As always, we try to feed Romeo when we get into the map. And there he is, running from the hillside. Yes, that is a new truck. We bought that a couple episodes ago. We're just gonna teleport ourselves up here. Romeo's no longer, you know, playing in the field. So yeah, we got our baling to do. So we'll get that taken care of and then try to get on to the month of May. Oh wait, we gotta go this way. I should probably get some diesel fuel for this tractor as well sometime. We're getting low. This tractor actually goes pretty quick in reverse. Tacos. I had some homemade chicken noodle soup. Okay, we're good on round bale net, so we shouldn't have to reload. We got straw. And no way to unload the straw. So we're kind of hosed on that for right now, but it's whatever. We're not hurting for straw or for grass or for hay. Ooh, while we're here, I guess we'll start that and lower it down. Get that little... Hey! We actually kept the entire batch as hay. Hey, hey, hey! So you are officially East Coast. If I remember correctly, my geography lesson. Let's see. What's the combo button here for... we're gonna automatic drop. There we go. So let me guess, since you're at the East Coast, you want the Patriots to win. I know last week somebody in the chat asked who I thought was gonna go to the Super Bowl, and I was 50% correct. I picked the Patriots, and the other team I picked was the Rams, but the Rams didn't make it. Well, as long as you're staying safe, driving on the roads, staying away from all the crazy people. Maybe one of these years we'll upgrade our baler. Something where we don't have to stop every 500 feet. Is there anything in the sell market today? It's been a hot minute. Nope. I mean, well, there's this, but we don't need that. We don't need the mini map up anymore. I don't know why it was up to begin with, but alrighty. What would we get for a baler if we bought anything? Would we go square or round? You know, that's the age-old question. If you're gonna bale, what do you prefer, round or square? Or do you like the mini bales? Exactly, Grizz, exactly. Here's the question I got. Do they have a square baler with an automatic wrapper? I know this case doesn't. It'd be nice if they had a... They got this crone with the collection cart on the back of it, so you can put 3 together. But no wrapper. I mean, that was the reason why I bought this baler to begin with. One, because I've never played with this style before. You know, we got the Fent. And 2, I didn't want to have to buy a wrapping system. And try to save a little bit of time, you know. So if they had a square baler that had the wrapper unit attached to it, that would be cool. The John Deere one that's in there is a round baler. I do know that for a fact. Oh, wrong button. As always. As always. But this one, it's a cool little setup for it. But it's slow. It's 125 centimeter bells. What we're running, I believe we're doing the 150s, so we get a little bit more use out of them. The Go Wheel, whatever, however you want to pronounce it, only does 125s. And that's what the John Deere's based off of. This guy would be interesting to try. Collection port back here that gets extended, and then it goes and does the whole bell thing, and then it gets to the wrapping, and you basically have to have 2 tractors running the entire time. One feeding the unit and one running the unit. Yeah, but the square balers, I don't think, yeah, there's nothing that I know of that has a wrapping unit attached, unless there's one in the mod hub that I haven't seen yet. I'm gonna have to look it up sometime. Because it'd be nice if there was one. Not gonna lie. We'll pick that little spot up there on the left when we do our ups and downs. Ugh. We'll have to remember to come up here and spray this field with fertilizer in May. I've got 171 bales done right now on this field. No. I keep forgetting to reset the bale counter. But these are easy enough to count, I think. I do like the automatic stop. A little bit rougher of a ride in there than it was in the external view. As long as you don't put an axe through a door. The old Jack Nicholson movie, The Shining. It's Johnny! Kiwi, welcome in! Whoever did the windrowing job did a pretty bad job. Wait. This guy. This guy did the bad job. Are we going to get a full bale? Ooh, almost. And of course it's going to sit there and do that thing. Slow down. And nope, still can't do it. Rats. Simple B, welcome in. Just finishing up the baling from the last episode. Oops. Got a little kitty wampus there. Oh, I was gonna fill up that trailer with hay. Oh well. Ah, forgot about that. Oh, and it's raining. We'll use our new truck to go drive around a field. Yes, we are on Kinlaig tonight. The Scottish Highlands. I would tend to agree and disagree in that same statement. As long as the roads are nice and wide, big enough for large tractors to drive down, you know, as long as you're not trying to avoid stone fences, along every road and things like that. This map is pretty nice. I do enjoy it, even though I'm a large-scale farming kid. You know, when our smallest field was 40 acres and our largest was 310, you know, acres. Most of our stuff averaged about 150 acres at a time. But this map is nice. Definitely takes a little bit to get used to driving on the opposite side of the road. How many bells did we get? 2, 4, 6, 12, 14, 16, 18, 22 bales. And we got to do the collection thing. And there we go. Get this guy turned around. And let's go check on the castle. Ooh, what do we got over here? Oh, yeah, that's right. I was going to spray this field, but with herbicide. That's right. We left that stuff there just to leave it there. Okay, so we got one roof shingle, and we're missing one. Is it going to tick over? Or are we going to have to go grab a roof shingle? We're going to have to go grab a roof shingle. That's just crazy. So let's go check on this guy, see if we got to take anything up there. Okay, they're still on the castle stone step. So let's go grab a roof shingle. Let's get that taken care of. So we'll just take an entire pallet up there. Where I live, all we see is hills or ocean on the horizon. If I find the flat US maps look wrong to me, though, I know that is what it is like for some locations. Yeah, and that's very true. Very, very, very true. Not every map is to everyone's liking. That's why there are a wide variety of maps. Yeah, well, let's go this way. I'm playing Rowest River, North Dakota by OS Farms, really flat. I haven't heard of that map, so that must be a third-party mod. That'd be my guess. Forest River. Okay. Can we hit the car with the whiptail? Nope. Can't. Ah, bummer. Yep, pass me. Sure. So we'll get up here, we'll cross the river, over the river and through the woods, to grandmother's house we go. And I think that's a right. Okay, let's go in here. And we want stonemason. We do want a couple of roof shingles, so we'll go ahead and change the output to storing. Get just enough there. Let's go back in and we'll change that back to distributing. And let's see if we can get this bad boy turned around over here. Come on, go forward. This doesn't have the turning radius of my tractors. There we go. That'll be enough for now. Excuse me. So we'll get up to the castle. We'll drop off the roof shingles. Excuse me again. Have I tried sugar beets in FS25? Well, I've harvested hundreds of acres of them. But as far as converting them into sugar and then selling the sugar, I really haven't got into that production. However, since you bring that up, our multiplayer series that Mr. Grizzly Bear Thing 5 and I are in, my main focus on that map is nothing but vegetables. So that includes the sugar beets, parsnips, all that stuff. Onions are still, I'm on the fence about doing those yet. But that's beside the point. So this is the first map that I'm doing strictly vegetables. We are currently on East Vineyard, New Jersey. We just started that playthrough series last Friday night. Kind of had a few too many issues while we were on the Riverbend 4X map. But so we went to East New Jersey. We started that, And I've got fields upon fields of vegetables I need to start harvesting. And one of the productions that I did buy was the canning factory. And I'll be doing nothing but preserved carrots and parsnips and red beets and whatever else I can make with those vegetables. And I do plan on getting into the sugar side of things as well. I just forgot about doing that. Okay, and I do not want the castle stone to go up here. So we'll just unstrap that. And turn our pallet jack on. We'll get up here and we'll start pallet jacking these off. That sounded... Oh, what the heck? Houston, I had a problem. I have no idea what the heck happened there. So, we got a pallet way down yonders. Okay. So now we're going to show pallet location. And let's go to our map here. So apparently the castle took the 3 of the 4 stone pallets. The Ropa harvester is the best one in the business as far as when it comes to doing the carrots. Unless you don't like using the Ropa harvester for its 4-meter working width. And I can understand why. Okay, let's get this pallet picked up. Is it going to be close enough? There we go. Okay. So, what do we need up here next? Alright, we need some long planks, so we're going to have to make another trip. And then the closest to the Ropa harvester that, you know, is the Colossus, only because it's about half price. It's like $309,000 versus $549,000. I mean, the only harvester I ever used growing up was these for carrots. The next time we stream the multiplayer server is going to be Friday night or Saturday night, one of those 2 nights. And we are currently in harvest time for that. Since we just got on the map, it is the month of September. So we get to enjoy all of our harvesting fruits and labor. That looked like a good spot for that castle stone. I'm going to turn around here. We're going to only get like 2 or 3 pallets of long planks. And those are all my wood beams that fell over. Oh look, we got one right there. How many more are in there? Oh, we got to get rid of some of the stuff in there. So we'll do that when we come on back. Please don't turn, bus. Please don't turn, bus. Thank you. So yeah, we try to do the multiplayer server at least once a week. And since I'm only able to stream 3 days a week right now due to other commitments, my Wasika and or second Kinlaig's stream of the week tends to get cut out. You need a new PFP. Any ideas? Please refresh my memory on what PFP stands for. Oh, profile pic. Okay, I just have never heard it called that. In fact, I need to fine tune. Oh, there's a pallet right there. I guess we'll stop and pick that up. There we go. Let's just double check the map. There's the other two. Oh my gosh. Oh wow. Those pallets went flying. Holy buckets. I didn't know Castle Stone could fly that far. I thought they all went into this the production point. That's funny. So we'll just leave them alongside the road, and we'll come and pick them up on our. Well, no wait, we gotta. I forget. We take the shortcut way down. What's up, Clarence? Welcome in. We had a little bit of an issue with our trailer earlier, and we launched a couple of our Castle Stone pallets from the castle area. They went flying. If you leave super strength on and get out of a car, it sometimes will grab the car. I've had it happen before. In my defense, I thought I turned it off, but I tend to get a little fast when it comes to trying to release an object and then enter a vehicle. So it was me to blame all, for that. Even though I was like, what happened? I knew what happened. Okay, now I only want the... There we go. I only wanted those long planks to go in. So then, yeah, we're 26 to 65, so we're almost halfway there. We need to be at 32 to be halfway. But since we're up here, and since we got a little bit of a lull going on, we're going to have a little bit of a hobby corner channel talk. We got some things in the pipeline coming up here in the next week or two. Let me just take a look here at something here real quick. So yeah, just looking over the wilderness area. But we are going to be starting a new recorded series. I've already got the map picked out. I've already got the idea and premise behind it. I was going to start it earlier, but the map I was on doing it, I just didn't care for. But I think the new map that we're going to go to for this new series is going to be pretty interesting. Let's put it that way. When I first saw the map, I was like, that's not a map I want to go to. But then I just got to thinking that the challenge I want to do for this map, or in general, I think will fit perfectly on this map. So here, look for that series to come out here in the next week or two. And we will be, the first video release for it is going to be a premiere. So we'll get that going. I'm not exactly sure what day of the week we're going to drop it on. Probably... My guess is probably a Tuesday. So look for that here in the next couple of weeks. I'm excited for it. And little segue to this. If you have not hit the like button, please do that. And if you're interested in this new series, hit that subscribe and the bell notification. That way you get notified when we bring it out. All right, back to our Kinlaig farming. We will be keeping the Alma series going. Don't worry about that. That series is not going anywhere anytime soon. That farm is really starting to take off. I like where the direction's going on it, and yeah, the next couple of videos that'll drop for it, uh, you'll see why we're not going to be stopping that anytime soon. So let's get this back to the farm, and then I think we'll just check a couple of things for contracts. I doubt we're going to do anything right now for the contracts, but we always look. And then we'll jump to the month of May, and hopefully at that time the windmill will have a need for some long planks and some wood beams and stuff like that. Well, thank you for the update, Clarence. 6 likes. That's amazing. Please smash that like button, everybody. So we're going to unload these other ones right there. Perfect. Even if they did fall over, that's perfect. All right. Let's take a look at the contracts. And yeah, we're always going to have contracts on this map. A wood transport. I'm not interested in doing anything wood related right now. So let's check on our fish food factory. Okay, so we got a little bit of flour, no canola, some soybeans. So I think next month we'll take a delivery of our materials up there. We'll just check this guy out here. So yeah, we'll have 2 pallets of oil, maybe 3 tomorrow. Ooh, we got a lot of flour. So we'll take all that up there as well. And we'll take a load of soybeans up. You know, we got the truck, we're gonna use it, so we'll do all that next month. Hey! Oh, there was something up here I wanted to look at. I remembered as I was passing Romeo's little house. And it was in the edge of the field here. I just forget where it was at. Yeah, the third person is really good for looking around like this, especially for and I'm gonna actually go into construction mode here. Be a little faster. And if I can't find it, then we're just gonna go back to the house. Let's look for another second or two. I noticed it when I was baling and I was gonna stop and take a gander at it. Yeah, it might have been just a tire track. Oh well. Alright, let's go ahead and May time. That's a disc harrow, that's a cultivator, that's the same trailer we got. Well, think about this for a minute. You know, this is one of those situations where I've used these harvesters once on another map. And I've had issues with the header digging into the ground. But I want to give it a shot again. Okay, so this one's upgradable to 17,100 capacity. I don't mind our little Massey Ferguson. I really don't. But when that's the only header and it's a 6 meter, and that's all we're doing is grain, but I want to be able to get through the grain crop a little bit faster, and having a 1.5 times the width, you know, going from a 6 to a 9 meter, that's definitely going to help out speed things up. No, we'll think about it. We'll think about it. Okay. So now we need to do some herbiciding. Yep, we got a herbicide field 23. What do we got planted in field 21 here? Cotton. What's in 36? Spinach. What's in 24? Corn. $212,000 for that field. I mean, it would be nice to buy 21 and 36, but I don't want to harvest those crops. And then we got field 3 up here, that's grass, and it's ready to I'm surprised it didn't get harvested. Alright, Simple B, we'll catch you later. And that's more spinach. Oats wouldn't be a bad thing. Oats wouldn't be a bad thing. It's 181,000. And that one's carrots. Yeah, we ain't doing carrots anyway. So what are we gonna do? We need to get another tree. Yep, we'll go grab a tree. I think this this one right here will do. Sure, just move my tractor out of the way. $10.3, that's good enough for me. Let's go down to the check on the cattle. The fluffy cows growing up nicely. Okay, we got 1,000 liters. Okay, we'll get that loaded up. And we'll take this back up to the farm and get it reloaded. Oh, I'm out of water. I guess I better go reload this. Then we'll get to spraying that field of soybeans there here in a minute. Yeah, it'd be nice to buy that field right there. But then we need a corn header, of course. And then we got to check on our windmill and check on the castle. And we'll do that real quick while this trailer's loading up with water. Alright, so we need some cement bags up here. Actually, we don't. We're missing 0, so that's good. And we went from what was it? 20... Was it 26 progressed up to 29? I forget what it was for progress. And then we'll go right here. And they're still working on the castle stones. Looks like we do need to bring some up. Because it says required materials for the next step is 1432 and we got 1431 in stock. So we'll have to grab some. And we're going to get AI worker going on the herbiciding. Because we got a little bit of running around stuff that we got to do, and I want to get that taken care of as fast as possible. Oh, it fell over. Oh no. How are we supposed to fix this? I guess we grab a handyman jack here and do this. Plunk. Yeah, they should be able to get that herbicide done. I don't see why they wouldn't be able to. Alright, so we need 2 bales of silage. Two bales of hay. And we'll grab that bale of straw. And we'll grab another one just for good measure. Let's take a look to see what we got for our load here. 26,915. Okay. So then we just take this guy, just kind of drop her in, something like that. Lift up the back of the JCBs. Okay. Perfect. And we'll leave this on the outside. Right there. See, let's put this under the awning because I'm going to need to get over there for the pallets of oil and flour. All right. Let's get this down to the fluffy cows. It's definitely not the tractor that should be pulling it. See? It's not the tractor. But that's all right. There we go. Close enough. Just leave that guy right there. And over to this guy. We'll grab our castle stone and take him up to the windmill. And I just want to double check up here. Okay, cement bags, we're still doing good. We're missing 0. We'll just take up the 4 because I know we're going to need them up there. Should have just took them up there to begin with. But live and learn, then get loves. Is that a mod? YXX Yix Pix. Yes, that is the universal autoloader that I'm using for this. And yes, we are running PC, so the game is has a few different script mods on it. The universal autoloader is a script mod. So the universal autoloader is in the mod hub. So if you do have a PC version of the game that you want that mod on, just go into the game mod section and search for the universal autoloader. Unfortunately, it's not out for console, which is, it's very sad, and I know I talk about it a few times, but it sucks. The console players do have different versions of trailers that will auto-load bales. There is one that'll auto-load pallets. And there we go, we got that up here. I didn't realize I had that much roof tile up here. Okay. Alright, let's get this guy back home. What else were we going to do? I want to take a look at something here. Let's go to this guy. So we've got 61,000 liters of planks, 38,000 liters of long planks. This is only the planks that are in, or is that everything that's on the farm? No, it's everything that's on the farm, because I got a whole stack of them out there. And then 62,000 liters of wood beams. Okay, 60, 120. So we got about $160,000 worth of... Ooh, wood beams are on sale right now. Where are they? Where's the price of those at? It's telling me the windmill should be paying for this stuff. Okay. Alright, so you cannot find the universal autoloader. So we'll just do this for you. And we'll do a search. It's right there. Mine says it needs an update, and that's only because I'm running a different version. I'm not running the version that's in the mod hub. So yep, just do a search for Universal and it'll pop right up. Hope that helps you. Yeah, one word for autoloader. We've been on this map for 64 hours. It's not too bad. Awesome sauce. I'm nearing 10 million earned on my one farm. That's a good accomplishment to have there, it really is. I remember the first time I hit 10 million on the farm, it's like, what am I going to spend that money on? Alright. Where were we at? Okay, there. Done. Let's check the map here. Let's go to our... Okay, so, yep. So we'll get these guys taken care of. And we gotta send this up to get our grass field fertilized. So we'll do that right now. Yeah, my first map, I do revisit it, you know, every so often. I'll play it for a couple of weeks and then hop on a different map, play it for a couple weeks, you know, switch around. You don't want to know how much money I have on that map. If you rewind the series, or this episode, the live stream, when I jump back into the game, you'll see the money amount on there. It's the very, you know, it's always the #1 game save. Oh, what am I doing? I gotta go this way. I need fertilizer, not to disconnect the equipment. I think I'm sitting at over what is it, 200 million on that map. Oh, we gotta unload the other one too. There we go. Get out of my way, JCB. There we go. Yeah, close enough. I think that'll be enough for the grass field. Oh, I've got to check on the sheep. Alright, we got Jamie on the sprayer today. Or Alyssa. Alright, let's they've got plenty of food. Romeo has 0 food. And then I think our truck is up here, so let's grab this guy and bring it home. It didn't want to turn the corner fast enough. I really need to upgrade the engine on this truck. Even empty, it's a struggle bus. Let's come off on this side of the road. I want to take a look at this building over here. Not this one, mind you, but we'll look around it. Still looking for messages in a bottle. So I try to look around every stone structure out there. Let's jump through the wall. Okay, don't see nothing there. Looking at the little cubby nooks. No, don't see anything here. Don't see anything up there. Okay, let's go over to this guy. Because I cannot remember if we have looked over here or not. Okay, nothing mixed in with the propane bottles. I haven't looked around this little... or did I come over here to this waterfall? Yeah, I did come over to the waterfall here. It was right down there. That's where it was. Well, shucks. Nothing here. There was one over by this water wheel. So we found that one. Okay. Let's head back to the farm. Or was it over there? Okay, we're going to stop and look again at another location here. Okay. Ooh, there's another one. Okay. Very nice. Before we do anything, we're going to do this. I'm just going to drop that down. Come back into the game. And, ooh, 8th entry, everybody. Every seafarer got stories, and instead of playing cards, their favorite pastime trying to out-weird each other. The game's simple. Tell a tale stranger than the last, and do it with a face so straight it might as well be carved from driftwood. That urge to claim the oddest yarn ever spun is probably why myths cling to the sea like algae to rocks. They talk about ghost ships, giant krakens, intelligent people lurking beneath the waves. But there's rarely anyone to confirm what some old, weather-beaten captain that's spat out by the sea is muttering about in the darkest corner of a coastal tavern. But this time, Well, our little encounter might not win prizes for drama or dread, but we had more than one pair of eyes see it. Then again, there's not much to tell, so why tell it? Very nice. We found chapter 8. We got 4 bottles to find. Yes. We're getting there, everybody. We are getting there. Let's take a look around here a little bit more. Yeah, didn't remember going all the way up there. That's why I was like, ooh, wait, there's a waterfall up there. Let's check it out real quick. Then if we just follow this, there was another bottle down at this other set of waterfalls. Got to check out all these little streams and creeks and little tributaries. Yeah, I thought it was down here. If I check my notes... Yes, I do have a notepad. Oh, come on, let's find it. Okay, message in the bottle. Okay, Stonehenge between fields 2 and 3. And then we got between fields 40 and 42. The water wheel house. The bridge pillar from train number 12. West docks on the beach. Waterfall southwest of house. Book northeast of... Or boat northeast of the shoreline. And then by the nets. Up by Alasdair. So... my guess is, because we found it right here, that was the field just south of the house. So let's go back along the beach, and we're going to check out some of the other places that we found stuff already. And we're going to see if they're respawning in those locations. The first one we'll check is Stonehenge, see if it's up there. Oh, we should have returned that guy. Oh well. We'll get it returned. Okay, let's go for a little run. In fact, we'll just run this way. And here's Stonehenge, as I call it. Because this one was the very first one that we found up here. Okay, I'm not seeing any up here, and I think it was just sitting right on top of this mound. And that was like episode 2 or 3 on the map. So yep, I'm not seeing any bottles respawning up here. Then we're going to go this way. We're going to check under the bridge. All the pillars. A non-location hint. I'd be cool with that. They don't respawn. Okay, so apparently there was, because I swore I found 2 bottles, so they must have been along the 2 different waterfalls. So that's good to know. That is good to know. And I take it you found all of them already, Kiwi? What was that white thing on there? Oh, someone tagged it Kinlaig rocks. That's kind of funny, actually. I think there was 1 bottle like right here. Something like that, if I remember right. Or it might have been on this side. So yeah, that's what confused me, is I swore I picked that bottle up once. So, and I know I've looked all along this little river. So we just gotta keep looking. That's all we're doing. And I'm still refusing to look up any little hint areas on the interwebs, you know. Trying to keep it as real as possible. One thing we haven't done though, you know, I did look in here when we first started, just kind of looking around, but let's give the shop a little once over, see if we see a bottle floating on a shelf or something. We're just perusing the toys and the tools there, sir. We're doing all right. Good evening, Joe. Welcome in. Good to have you here today. So it doesn't look like there's any in the shop area. And I know I haven't looked over here. Okay, I think I can safely say that this area, the shop area, is clear of bottles. And I know I've perused this entire riverbank, and I didn't remember seeing any along here. That doesn't mean I didn't miss it, you know, but... Empty my clip! Welcome in! We're just walking the countryside looking for any bottles just floating around that we can recycle, you know? It's a little too tall to jump up on from that location. But I can jump on that one. And I know I haven't been on top of any of these buildings. Oh no. Sounds like a lot of fun. I just had a baby bobcat show up at my doorstep. Ooh. Did you go pet the kitty? No. Please leave the wild animals alone. We'll just give this a little gander on both sides. And without doing shenanigan stuff here, I think we're done looking there. I don't think there was any other building that we could hop on that would allow us to jump up that high. Okay. Don't mind me, I'm just running around your houses, people. Oh, come on. Should be able to get up that. It's not that high. Don't tell me we're stuck in here now. There we go. Do any of these posters tell us stuff? Visit the standing stones of Kinlaig. The Kilted Coup. Bring back Kinlaig's castle. We got a Tatty Harvest, whatever that is. Bring gloves, get pies. Okay. Anything up here, Hayden? That'd be a good spot to hide one, right in there. I guess we'll look in all the rest of them, too. And without using a fly to get up on top of those buildings, I have not looked up there. We did find one on the beach down this direction, about halfway down. And this is about as far as we can go. I put on rubble gloves and grabbed a plate and fed it some meat. You're gonna have a happy kitty and an unhappy mama. Now, I want to say I jumped over top of all those boats as well. Okay, nothing up here. Can we get on top? Oop, darn it. I don't think there's anything up there anyway, so... Uh-oh, I'm getting seasick. Ooh. Anything on the little dinghy? Nope. Nothing in that one. Oh, come on. There we go. Get a little different perspective, and we found something. Ta-da! Heading to bed, but wanted to stop by and drop a like. Have a great stream. Thank you, Bad Pumpkin. Glad to have you in here. And we just found the 6th entry, everybody. The fog's still lingering, same as the stink of sauerkraut. I'll be honest, it's both a blessing and a curse that we've got way too much of the stuff. It'll keep us fed, but not sane. We're not catching anything. No fish, no current, no direction. Not much left to do, so the crew's been gathering on deck around a crackling fire, set up in an old metal crate. It's somewhat cozy, truth be told. Stories are flying. Some true, some not. And more, it's hard to tell which is which. Then there's Kinlaig. The young lad's insisting he saw a Grindilo crawling around on the ship's hull. Right. Fresh out of Scottish fairy tales and straight onto our ship, apparently. Full of nonsense, that boy. Mariana comforted him. It was probably an octopus or squid that came visiting, she said. Although she did not appear to believe that this was the case. Very cool. You know, got a different... I swore I looked around over here. Get a little different perspective, jumping on top of buildings and looking around. So we found 2. I think that's pretty good for our stream so far. You know, we're, what, 18 episodes in or something like that? Not too bad. Alright, so we got the spraying all done here. Let's just double check to make sure that they hit everything. We may have to buy some new soil information. Yep, it's getting pretty dark, so I think we'll re-hit that. We may have to put some lime down too. So we'll go grab our soil sampler. We'll get a new sample taken up here. Oh no, I hit the doghouse. That's right, we didn't buy the big soil sampler. We got a little guy. Alright, let's take the sample number 1. Number 2. And number 3. And that's going to cost us $450. Try not to hit Mr. Romeo. Yep, the Izaria Scout 65. Okay, so let's figure out what we're going to do for the rest of the time. Oh yeah, we got to take material up to the fish market. That's right. So we'll get this guy out of the way. And I know there's a couple more flowers in there, so we'll wait for those to spawn out. The grain mill. Yeah, we got at least one more pallet inside. Then I think we got to give... no, we got 7,000 liters of oats. Okay, that ain't too bad. Okay. So now we'll grab our soybeans, and they should be in the second barn, I believe. But we'll check the first one. Stop. Nope, it is the first one. And we'll see if we can remember how to get up there from our location without using the map. I'll just turn that off. Make sure to hit all the bollards. What's up, Second Chance Gaming? Welcome in. We kind of took the long way around over here. Whoa, excuse me, pardon me, excuse me. Sorry. And then look at all that good fish food we got. Don't be hitting my trailer. Thwack. And there we go. Let's see where this road goes. Probably by Stonehenge. You just had to sit in the middle of the intersection, didn't you? Well, we'll do this. Maybe we won't. But now that you're out of the way, because you're crazy. Yep, one-way street and we're going the wrong way. It's almost as bad as Hootin' Pantai. Okay, we're gonna park this right here for a second because I'm curious about something. So, that's bees, chickens, sheep, pigs, horses. So if we go down to factories, aquaculture. Okay, so we need this guy Yeah, we don't have enough money for that. I get that. So we take fish food and then we get the little stock. And then this guy takes fish food and stock, and then we get bigger stock. I just want to see what it looks like. So we can kind of put this anywhere out here, it looks like. Okay, so we need the white one first if we want to do anything. Okay, I'm just kind of getting a game plan going for the fishing side of things. We definitely need that, and I think if we bought like this field here and put down, I mean, we don't need that many. I think one of them would be just fine. I don't think we own that section of land anyway. I think if we do some terraforming up here, because we do own all of this land up to this field. We could put it down here. We could terraform that, so that wouldn't be too bad of an idea. Oops. Okay. So we got an idea. We need 95,000 for that to get that going, and then we need another 125,000 plus a big boat. So we're looking at $500,000 minimum for this. And I want to get our music turned back on. There we go. Let's get this guy out of the way, and I want to get the trailer too. Okay. So we're going to grab all the long planks out of here. We'll have to unload everything. And I think we're going to start selling all this stuff off. So where do we want to sell the long planks at? Planks long, elemental P. So 1955, 2083 at the castle, but we're holding off on the castle. Holding off on the windmill. So yeah, 1955 board games. And one more. And we're going to get a little bit closer here. We're going to set this up. I think it's O. Or U. U. Full only, any, and then Y. Planks long. Okay. I love it when it does that. Okay, so let's get back here. And we're taking that one off. And then we're going to take that one to distributing and storing. There we go. Come on, last one. Please, please. There we go. Okay. And that's going to go back to distributing and storing. There we go. All right. So let's go and take these to the board game place. And that is kind of a difficult spot to get to. So we'll go this way around. Oops. So I think we're going to hold off on the harvester this year. I still think I want to buy that header, though. Well, excuse me. Okay, this is going to be interesting. There we go. Because I do want to give that Agco a try again. And that's the wrong way. Take the apex of the corner and we pass on the inside. Okay, so now let's go Y. We want wood beams. Let's go ahead and load all the wood beams up. And then we'll just grab these two guys and pull them out. Okay, that should be close enough. There we go. And where do we want to go for the wood beams? Okay, castle is at 3216, 2834, 2889, 2914, 2948 at the warehouse. Let's go ahead and tag that place. And that should be the northeast corner of town. Yep. Darn it. Almost. I was trying to do it without slowing down. And of course, we're on a fenced inside, so we gotta U-turn this. Oh, crazy driver. Crazy driver. Ooh, got it there. All right, we're up to $200,000. Yeah, we found the one that was by the boat there. Then we'll get all those short planks loaded up and find a place to sell them. Where are you going, car? Empty My Clip says he's almost done with the engine swap on his 2004 Jeep Cherokee. The engine I chose, the 2JZ GTE Turbo 800 horsepower engine Toyota Supra MK4 with the selection from two-wheel drive to all-wheel. Jeez. Are you gonna be like drifting that thing all around, or? I'm curious to know. Okay, let's grab those other three and push them over. There we go. How many more are inside? Okay, so it is now empty. All right, cool. Where do we gotta go? Okay, planks. We're almost at the best price for this anyway. $13.21, $13.49, $13.80, $13.88 at the Logistics Center Railroad. Yep, that looks like it's going to be the best place for us. $13.88, yeah. Because, yeah, the short planks are not sold anywhere at the castle or the windmills, so we don't have. We can make as many of these as we want. Okay. And that should be on the northeast side of town as well. Yep. gotta make sure to slow down for all the corners. Whoa, Nelly. I like to drive it to get to know it and then drift it, and perhaps a lot of burnouts. Yeah, those unibody frames should do pretty well on that, it'd be my guess. I'm not that knowledgeable on the drifting scene, so I don't know if that's actually a good thing to have as a unibody frame. But even if you take it rock crawling, you should have plenty of a go-go pedal for it to work out. Oh no, I went the wrong direction. How rude of me to do that. Alright, that right there just bought my header. So let's buy that before it disappears. Yeah, do we need design 2 or design 1? I think we'll do design 1. So let's go ahead and buy that guy. And then we just have to wait for you know, I would like to keep it the Massey Ferguson one, but we need that 453,000. And before we head back home, I want to check out one more thing over here. Let's go ahead and visit the boat sales. Oh, we only need 275,000 for the big boat. I thought we needed 450,000. Even if we sold the little guy over here, we wouldn't have enough money to buy the big guy. All right, so we'll just keep that in mind. Let's take a look at our loan system. We do have the $1 million loan, so we're slowly paying on that. And we can't take another one, so we're kind of stuck. And we're gonna stop by the dealership real quick and take a look at something. We're gonna inspect the header that we just bought, so, but we're gonna do one additional thing there. Okay. So let's take a look at this guy. Just a bopping away over here. Yeah, that should work out pretty good. Be interesting to see if this would actually work on our Massey. I know the combination says it won't. But this is a 1.7 ton header. And this I think it was this guy here. 3.5 ton. Yeah, I mean, it's twice as heavy. We might have to see if it actually works, you know. But what was I going to look at? I think I did look at that. No. I don't remember now. Oh, yeah, now I remember. Okay, so if we go up to our trucks here, we got this guy here, okay? I'm not going to change the engine on it because that's another $60,000. But what I want to look at, and for some reason they don't have those there, if we go to wherever the changing systems are for these, you would think they would be under here, but they're not. And they're not under these ones here. Oh, well, that one is. That's what I was going to look for, right there. 7,500. This way, we got a lumber trailer that we can drop trees onto and do stuff. And then we could, if we need to, we can take the bars off. So let's go ahead and buy this guy. And that's right there. Because we need to get some trees loaded up in our property here. And then that'll drop off the container. And there we go. And now we got a timber trailer. I'll have to come back up for my grain trailer when harvest time comes around, but and as long as I can hook up to this guy. It's a little longer than I thought. So this configuration, we can't exactly pull anything. Okay, we do have tension straps. That's what I wanted to check out. Yeah, this is the first time I've played with these uh, types of trailer beds, and I'm actually digging it. You know, you buy one truck and you got multiple different trailer options. Now, if we can just make the corner without, you know, running into a fence. And there we go. Alright, now let's get a couple of trees loaded up, and we're going to take it to our wood chip sawmill. And the nice thing is we don't have that dag blasted crane on the back. Nailed it. Well, it's time for me to go. It's alive, running smooth. Time for me to take it out to test drive. All will. Hey, please send us a report. Sign up to the Discord that we have and post some pictures of it. I'd love to see it. There we go. We got 2 trees. Or did it not get connected? It didn't get connected. Did there, but I don't want it there. Hey, finally got both of them at the same time. They're even connected. Nice. Haha. Very nice, very nice. Okay, let's get these up here. There we go. Get a couple more trees and I think we'll be good for a month or two for some of the shenanigans stuff that we want to do. And of course, it doesn't want it to go. Oh, all because of that tree right there. That's why. Let's take care of that one. Okay. Let's put you right there. Yeah, don't try to be a hero with taking all the trees down there. We'll just take these down by hand. Okay, this should be the last one for a little while, I think. All right, what do we got in storage? The wood chip production. Okay, we're gonna have quite a bit there. We're making wood chips. So let's go ahead and activate that guy. Activate the 3, and we should have like 200,000 liters of wood chips, maybe 160,000. That'll make us some more money for next month. Then we should be able to buy the boat and anything else that we need. The boat and at least the aquaculture. Oh, come on, drive forward. Thank you. Lizard Tipper C7500. Okay, so let's go up and grab some fish food. And then we're going to buy one more thing before we're done for the day. So it'd probably be easier for me to go in the opposite direction. Or convert the wood trailer to a just a flat trailer. Okay, I think that'll be enough for what we need for our evil purposes. All right. Now the question is, do we sell this shed? Do we sell this guy? Because I do not plan on using this at all. I think selling that would probably be the best. Let's take a look at our aquaculture. Yep, it's going to be the same size. Okay, let's go ahead and sell our covered bunker silo. And so I can't get rid of that fence. There we go. Hey, there we go. That opens it up quite a bit. Oh, and it even got rid of the junkyard. Oh, that makes me happy. So then let's get rid of that. There we go. I like that a lot better. Yeah, I had no intention of using the bunker silo at all. So if we set this guy up right here, I think that would work out pretty good. It's out of the way. Boom. Skyfin. Okay, I like it. Then I bet you if we sold that, it would get rid of the junk that was there. But I don't exactly want to sell it because I got stuff in there. What do we got in there? Let's take a look. Oh, I've got canola. Okay, that's right. Okay. I mean, I could put the canola into the other one. But that junk doesn't bother me too much. Alright. So let's take a look at this. Just because I want to see. We can make young salmon. So, if we do young salmon, it's 96 cycles a month and you get 80 per cycle. Takes 72 fish food. If we do young salmon times 2, the production cost per month goes up tenfold. So instead of 120, it's 1152. And it's 71 fish food, 78 young salmon. So I think we're going to turn that one on. We're going to turn that one on. So we'll do those two as soon as we get our truck brought over. And there we go. All right, so let's go ahead and we'll turn that one on, and we'll turn that one on. And we're just going to let them run. So we'll get, in 1 month, 12,000 pallets, or 12,000 liters of young trout. And 7,200, you know, thereabouts, maybe 8,000 liters of salmon. And we still got 176,000 left. That's 125. So I think we're actually sitting pretty good, so that in the month of June, in fact, we're just going to go ahead and do this right now. I don't think it matters where we put this. Area is restricted as long as we can get over here and do our thing. Because we got the dock right there that we have to go to, I think. Okay, so we unload right there in that spot, and then the young salmon show up in the long, narrow rectangle. So let's go ahead and drop this up here. Boom. There we go. And let's just take a visit. Let's take a look. I mean, it's not like we can do much right now because we don't have any of the fish food, nor do we have the boat to transfer it. But that'll be next month. At least we can go over to our aquaculture and take a look. We got everything going for it, so... we just need more fish food. That's our biggest thing right now. But it's whatever we produce is what we produce, and I just wanted to play with these different productions. All right. Just take a look at this, see what it's all doing. Okay, and this is where we would bring our big boat over to unload in. And let's just take a look at what's going on. So we could do young salmon. Oh, so we wouldn't even need fish food for this. Okay. Takes 48 young trout, and you get 33 back, so you do have a little bit of loss. With the fish food, it's a smaller loss, but I think having the fish food to make the baby fish is a little bit more beneficial. Okay, this will be cool. This will be cool. Yeah, I think just the one production on our farm, and this will be just fine. And while we're here, let's do a little fishing. And I'm just releasing the fish right now. That was fish number 3. Fish number 4. Fish number 5, and I want to show you guys something here. If we go into our statistics, we have a little section here for caught fish or caught trash 49, sold fish 53, released fish 32. And this is our current session right now. So if we catch one more piece of trash, there may be a little bit of a bonus coming up here. We would need to release 11 more fish for, I believe, another bonus as well. That's a big one. Let's go ahead and sell that one. Trying for one more piece of trash here. And right there, $10,000 bonus for collecting 50 pieces of trash. First mate of garbage. That's right, cleaning up the environment. So yeah, we did quite a bit of work. We got ourselves our offshore aquaculture, along with our, we go over to our farm, our onshore fish brood aquaculture. It's got the young fish breeding section. Yeah. So we're doing good. One final piece of the puzzle left, and that is the big boat. That way we can bring all of our supplies out here and start making all the little fishies into big fishies. So yeah. I want to thank every single one of you for coming in tonight. Greatly appreciate having you all here. If you have not, please hit that like button. We would greatly appreciate it. Trying to continue to grow the channel. The goal is 250 subs by the end of January. Getting close. We got about 20 left to go. 23 left, somewhere in there. And we can't do it without your support. So please hit that subscribe if you enjoy the content. And with that, we'll catch you all tomorrow night. See you guys.